Friends, the story starts with a boy named Adamum, who comes to a restaurant with his girlfriend. Now both of them are talking when a man comes and sits near them, and in front of Adamum, he calls his daughter and says that I have just come to meet my son-in-law. But he does not tell his daughter anything about Adamum's girlfriend, while Adamum immediately leaves from there to avoid his father-in-law's questions, and his girlfriend is sitting here. After this, the scene shifts, and we see Tim who comes to his house, where his wife Alina was waiting for him for a long time. Today was the wedding anniversary of both of them, so when he tells her about the gift, Alina is very happy because it seemed that Tim was going to give her a new car as a gift. But soon Alina's happiness turns into sadness because Tim had bought not a car, but a new washing machine. Alina was very angry seeing this. What happens next is when Tim checks his savings, he does not see the money in the savings. On this, Tim starts questioning Alina, on which Elena tells that she bought an expensive dress with that money. Also, Elena tells him about the husband of one of her friends, who had taken his wife to Europe on the anniversary. Meanwhile, Adam calls Tim, while Tim pretends in front of Elena, as if Adam has got jelly from their washing machine. Then, when the team asks Elena to have food, then again, Elena starts praising her friend's husband, due to which the team gets angry and comes out to throw the garbage, and here they find Adam, who was hiding behind the dustbin. Adam decides to hide at Tim's house, but seeing Alina's behavior, Tim starts taking it to a cafe, and then on the way, they see their friend Bob, who Adam was the taxi driver. He tells both of them about his father-in-law, and Tim also calls Alina and tells her that he has come out, but Alina angrily abuses him and disconnects the phone. Now seeing the condition of both of them, Bob says that I live happily in my car. Then they see a girl on the way whose car was not starting. This girl's name was Sophia. She asks for a lift from them, but all three of them make fun of her driving and go away from there. As they move ahead, a police officer stops their car and confiscates Bob's car because the driving license is expired. Now all three of them stand on the road in a helpless and distressed state, asking for a lift, but then Sophia comes with her car and takes them in her car to help all three of them. Then the team thinks of his wife Alina, but Adam says that you two are not happy getting married. Now all three of them start feeling that all women are the root of the problems. Bob says that if the traffic police officer was female, I would not have allowed her to take the car by entangling her with his words. Adam says that I wish there was a world where girls had neither fathers nor brothers. Tim was also very angry about Elena's friend's husband, due to which Elena always kept humiliating Tim. Sophia is also listening to these three, and she tells them that if you want to go to the world of women, then I can fulfill your wish. But these three do not believe what Sophia says, because there was no such world where there are no men. After some time, these people reach in front of a bar and start giving taxi fare to Sophia, but Sophia does not take money from them. Now the team and Adam both go inside the bar, and after seeing the view inside, their eyes remain wide open, because the whole bar was full of girls after seeing them. The girls are very happy and drinks are served in front of them. Further, their surprise increases when a waitress tells them that you will get every service here for free. During this, Adam checks his phone and is stunned to see that all the girls' numbers were in his contact list. Next, the team asks a waitress about the man washroom, to which the waitress says, "Sorry, but there is no man washroom here because we do not expect it." Seeing all this, Adam and Tim get very confused and quickly come out of that cafe. Both of them could not believe that these people have really entered the world of women. On one hand, they were confused, and on the other hand, seeing so many girls, they were bursting with joy. Meanwhile, Bob comes there and informs them that the police here is also female. Meanwhile, Sophia also comes to them. She goes and tells them that you have only one day to stay here, and in this one day you will not see any person here. But according to the rules, you are not supposed to make photos and videos here. After which, Sophia gives the keys of her confiscated car to Bob. Bob was the first male taxi driver in this world, thinking about which he is very happy. All three of them are very happy about this world full of girls. But then Tim thinks of his wife Alina. Tim gets tensed that if one day, if he spends time in this world, Alina will get very angry with him. On this, Sophia says that there is no need for you to get worried, because in this world, a day is 1 second of the real world, so no one will even have a clue about your disappearance. Hearing this, now the team's troubles also end, and then the three friends go out for a walk in the city to enjoy this day. Now they get a lot of attention from girls on the streets too. Bob was the only male taxi driver, so he starts thinking. At the same time, in this happy moment, the team thinks of Alina and starts insisting on going home, seeing which Adam gets angry with him. Then, after going some distance, again, a female traffic police officer stops Bob's car and with very strict behavior asks him to get out of the car. Bob gets out scared, but instead of scolding him, this female officer kisses him and runs away from there. She leaves, and while leaving, she says sorry because she had kissed him while on duty. Then from here, all three of them go to a club where the girls give them attention like celebrities, seeing which all three of them are very happy. Meanwhile, a waitress comes to Adam. Adam flirts a little with her, but the waitress does not talk to Adam and says that she is an agent and leaves from there. Now, Tim feels very good seeing such behavior of the waitress, that even in this female world, there are girls who take care of self-respect. Now he enjoys a lot in this cafe with all three girls, but suddenly a female security guard comes to Bob and asks him to go outside because some lady had come to meet Bob. When Bob goes out and looks, there is the same police officer outside. Now Bob, to avoid this officer, says that I don't know her and tries to hide quickly. He comes inside to his friends. Now to avoid this trouble, Tim gives them the idea to get out of here as soon as possible, because now he also wanted to go back to his home. But before they go, the waiters come there and give them the bill and tell that everything is free for the males here, but the males have to pay the bill of all the girls. Now all three of them look at the bill, which is out of their budget. Adam tells his friends that we should stay here till the morning, so that our one day will be completed. But then they see that the girls sitting near them have suddenly turned into boys, and now there are only boys here. Seeing this, all three of them quickly come out and see Sophia right in front of them. Sophia tells them that if you do not accept the request of any girl in this world, then you will be stuck here forever, and then there will be no girls but boys here. Now hearing this, all three of them get scared, and after collecting money among themselves, they pay the bill for all of them. Then the traffic police officer asks Bob to go with her, and because of the rule, Bob also agrees to her. Then in the morning we see the team near Alina. Alina talks to the team very lovingly and says that today we will also invite Adam for dinner, after which Alina calls Adam and asks him to bring some things, while Adam also agrees, and when he leaves home. When he comes out, he meets an old woman who asks Adamum to carry her bags upstairs, while Adamum also gets ready to help her. On the other hand, we see Bob, who was listening about a fair on the radio, but as soon as he detects a female announcer, he turns off the radio, and then the girls around start changing into boys. On the other hand, the old woman makes Adamum tea for herself and also gets the housework done. While on the other hand, the team was eating tasty food from Alina's hand. Now, as soon as the team picks up the phone to click the photo of Alina, his phone suddenly switches off, after which Alina requests him to go out. Now, having no other option, the team agrees to her, whereas Adam is still working at the old lady's house. But when he sees that the old lady has fallen asleep, he quickly runs away from here. Further in the park, he sees the same waitress who had behaved very rudely with him, but now she talks very nicely with Adam and tells him that I do not like this job at all, but I am fond of painting, after which she tells him her name is Diana. Here, Bob again comes in front of that traffic police officer, while on the other hand, Tim is sitting in a restaurant with Elena. Tim was afraid that he would like all the girls here too. He starts counting everyone's money so that he doesn't have to pay the bill. But then some women start fighting because Tim and Elena were sitting at the table they had booked. Seeing this, Elena says that we should leave from here. The team also agrees with Elena, and both of them leave from here. On the other hand, we see Adam with Diana. Both of them go to a cafe and spend a great time here, but then suddenly, Diana starts disappearing. Adam understands that Diana is missing because she did not buy the item told by Elena. Now Adam leaves immediately to fulfill Elena's request. On the other hand, the traffic police officer reaches a hotel with Bob, and then the scene shifts from here to Tim, who had brought Elena to the place where both of them had spent a good time earlier. Here, Bob hides in the bathroom to escape from the traffic officer and a napkin. He sets fire to the hotel and activates the fire alarm, due to which everyone is thrown out of the hotel. On the other hand, Adam calls Elena and says that "I have bought your stuff," but Elena asks him to come some other day. Hearing this, Adam happily starts going to Diana, but again the same old lady catches her and brings her to her house and gets a massage from Adam. Meanwhile, Diana also comes there, and Adam comes to know that Diana is in the same place. Now Diana and Adam both start going out for a walk, but then the old woman tells Adam that you should not kiss him. Here we see Bob, who gets into the lift to escape from the traffic police officer, but due to the fire alarm, the lift does not start, and then again the police officer comes and stands in front of it. On the other hand, Diana gets her portrait made on Adam's request, but Diana does not understand why it was her picture. Now Diana starts coming closer to him, but due to grandmother's refusal, he is not able to kiss her. Seeing this, Diana gets angry, and she tells him that if you have so much problem with me, then jump from the roof. Now, as per the rule, Adamom listens to Diana and moves forward to jump from the roof. He says to Diana that please stop me, but Diana does not stop him, but she makes a little girl below stop him from jumping, while Adamum saves his life by obeying that girl. Further, Adamum explains to Diana that this is the rule of a game. Now, on hearing the name of the game, Diana feels that maybe Adamum is insulting her, so she gets angry and goes away from there, and Adamum reaches his friends with her portrait. Sophia tells them that only those people can come to the real world who came here in her taxi. Now Adamum decides to take Diana with him instead of Sophia, and goes to search for Diana with Sophia's car, after which he goes to Grandma's house with her help and reaches Diana's house, but Diana does not open the door. Grandma also explains a lot to Diana, but Diana did not want to meet Adamum, after which these three friends come to Sophia. But Sophia was very angry with them, so now she decides to leave them here and go to the real world alone. But the three friends convince her by admitting their mistake, and then all four of them sit in the car and come to the real world. But then we see that Sophia does not remember anything from the previous world. Now the team goes to Elena with flowers, and Adam goes to the place where Sophia could have been to find Sophia, but he does not find Sophia anywhere. On the other hand, the team sells the washing machine and brings Elna to the park. On the other hand, Adam goes to Diana's flat, but here some other girl is with her husband because this was the real world. On the other hand, the team gives Elena a ticket to Paris, and on the other hand, Bob gets rid of his car, after which he meets the traffic police officer, but this time they both the cars. They talk a lot about Diana, and everything goes well between them. On the other hand, we see Adam, who comes to the art school so that he can get Diana's incomplete portrait completed, and luckily, he finds Diana here. And friends, this story ends with this happy ending.